तुमने मर्फीज लॉ के बारे में सुना है? It's a law that states that what can go wrong will go wrong, and the reason why I talk about it today is that my laptop is not working, so that means that I can't shoot this video on a camera because I can't edit on my laptop. Hence I'm shooting this video on my phone. और पीछे से फ्लाइट आ गया था, मेरे को पॉज लेना पड़ेगा. But this video is not about me or about shooting on phones. What this video is about is adaptability. And this is also one of my biggest learnings from my career, that whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Things are bound to go wrong. कभी भी ऐसा नहीं होगा कि तुम किसी शूट पे गए हो और जो तुम प्लान करके गए थे exactly वैसा हो गया. I mean, of course it could happen, but it usually doesn't happen. 99.9% of the times there is something going to be going wrong on the shoot. And that's where I feel, instead of being disappointed by it or feeling defeated by it, we should instead embrace whatever's happened and try to work with it and try to use it to our advantage. Now, I know it's not the best of an example, but like how my laptop stopped working today, instead of cancelling the plan of shooting a video or either freaking out, which I did for a short while, of course I won't lie, I instead figured out, okay, what could I be doing instead of this? And the very obvious next solution was to shoot this video on my phone and probably also edit it on phone if my laptop does not work until it's time to edit. और ये ना शूट्स पे भी बहुत होता है, कभी कोई कैमरा लेंस ख़राब हो गया या फिर you have some issues with your production or something like this. One instance happens with me a lot on shoots where we're chasing a sunset and we're moving quickly throughout the day so that we can reach a certain location by the sunset because we have a sequence to shoot there. और काफ़ी बारी हो जाता है कि we miss the sunset, but to be disappointed by it and feel like oh we lost the whole shot, which of course the narrative might depend upon, but still once it has happened, it's happened. Now you have to think, okay, what can you do to use it to your advantage or to avoid like to that disaster management thing. और फिर हम वही करते हैं, like we work around it, we accept and we embrace the fact that okay, the sunset has happened, and we change the narrative to maybe something like we were having so much fun on the journey, so reaching there on sunset doesn't really matter because the journey matters and the destination doesn't. तो वो ऐसा कुछ twist करके इधर उधर जुगाड़ करके, that's how things work. And if you feel like जो भी तुम content देख रहे हो इंटरनेट पे, on films, on YouTube, on Netflix, wherever you watch it, and if you feel like it is exactly how it was intended to be, then you will be very wrong, क्योंकि ऐसा कभी नहीं होता है. हमेशा problems आती हैं, and as per the course of these events, the narrative changes, the whole execution changes, everything changes, but that is not change per se, but that is more of adaptability. और यार मुझे ना यही लगता है कि फिल्म मेकिंग में ना the person और मुझे ये लगता है, इनफैक्ट I was also watching this interview a few days back where I seriously don't remember which actor it was and which director was he talking about, but this Hollywood actor was talking about one of the top directors in Hollywood, where he said that why he is the top director in Hollywood is because when there is a problem on set, he can think of a solution within 30 seconds while everyone else is freaking out. And that I think is the biggest quality for any filmmaker, or in fact any creative. ये सिर्फ filmmaking में apply नहीं होता, this also applies in graphic design, in general life in fact. How you can learn that is by making more things, making more films, making more artworks, and seeing what can go wrong. In fact, when I was in college and when it was time for my placements, so किसी ने बोला था कि तुमने 4 साल की डिग्री करी है, but there are also people who do a 6-month course who learn the same things as you. So why are you different? And I would be like, I like my answer, but also I was a little naive probably. I would be like, we have made mistakes for 4 years while they have made mistakes for 6 months. What we have learned is way more, disproportionately more than what they would have. And it might not be the case every single time, but I feel it still does make a lot of difference. So it all comes down to making more things and learning from them and trying to keep your calm when things go wrong and try to work it out and use it to your advantage. And this reminds me of a quote जो स्कूल में हमें पता नहीं कौन सी बच्चों की मैगजीन में मैंने पढ़ी थी, but I think it's a nice one. If I remember it right, it said, build a castle with all the stones that they throw at you. And I feel this aptly applies to filmmaking, where we just have to use the problems that arise on the way and use them to our advantage and turn our narrative and adapt it into something that's even better than what we initially intended to make. And that is how I think great ideas take shape. I know मेरे जो एग्जाम्पल्स हैं प्रॉब्ली माइट नॉट बी द बेस्ट वंस एंड माई टुडेज केस माइट नॉट बी द बेस्ट रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ दिस एग्जाम्पल, बट जब मेरा लैपटॉप ख़राब हुआ तो मुझे ये लगा कि यार अब आज की वीडियो बनानी है, सो देयर मतलब आई कांट स्किप टुडेज वीडियो, स्पेशली दैट इट्स डे 30, इट्स द लास्ट डे ऑफ द सीरीज़. फाइनली मेड इट टू द फिनिश लाइन. हाँ, तो बनानी थी, सो आई वाज लाइक ओके फाइन, आई विल यूज़ माई फ़ोन. And I spent the whole evening trying to figure out if I could make my laptop work, but I could not. So ठीक है, now shooting this video on my phone and I hope it has turned out fine. Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole 30-day challenge and also this video. बाकी सब्सक्राइब, लाइक, शेयर, फॉलो ये करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, इसके बिना मेरी लाइफ नहीं चलेगी. प्लीज़ ये कर देना यार, प्लीज़ गाइज, प्लीज़. चल, ओके गाइज, बाय, थैंक यू.